Hello, and welcome to toilet yoga, which started off as a joke, and then I realized maybe there is a need out there for other people to know about this. So, brief history, this was my first experience with having difficulty going to the bathroom, and it's because for my experience, I have a small, a narrowing of the opening in my sigmoid colon due to radiation. So all my poo has to line up and go through there a little bit at a time. So what I'm about to show you is working for me, and I tell you the background because it may or may not work for you. All you can do is try and see if that can help you release your stool in a way that's more comfortable for you. If you already have a yoga practice, what you do on the mat can then help you transition to what you do on the toilet, or other way around, what you do on the toilet might actually help you achieve more on the mat. And that's because many of us had some pressure, some normal trauma around potty training, and we tend to hold or clench the muscles that help us poop more freely. Anything you can do to release the tension, and I wear my muscle pants for this, and these muscles here on the sacrum. So these muscles here that are holding that sacrum bone in, anything we can do to release the tension in those can help us with pooping. Also, any abdominal muscles. So the whole intestinal tract is involved here. So anything that's holding tight in here. So all of these positions give us the muscle memory. All of these positions give us the muscle memory that we can then employ when we're on the toilet. And again, you might feel the converse. You might employ it on the toilet, and then all of a sudden your yoga practice gets a little bit smoother. Oh, and don't forget, last but not least, in fact most important, yogi squat. So with each breath in yogi squat, inhale, exhale, release a little bit further. I don't know if you can see this, but my tailbone is coming even closer to the floor with each exhale. And you can play with this and maybe clench one buttock and then the other and release again and see if it goes even further. Now, with all of these yoga positions, the intention is not to get into the shape. So it's not about how far you can go and forcing yourself to go into that position. It's about creating the space in the part of the body that's being stretched. And that for you might be a little bit of space. Like right now your side wound might be just like this or like this. That's okay. Create that space. Inhale, exhale. And as you exhale again, maybe you create a little bit more space. That's all it is. You don't have to get into the exact shape of the perfect yoga bodies on YouTube in order to get the benefits of yoga. It's just about creating a little bit more space. And the thing you can be telling yourself, if you want to talk to your 2 or 3 year old self, is that with each exhale, you I'm allowing you to relax muscle. I'm willing to trust that the earth is there to support me, that my arms are there to support me. I don't have to clench to hold myself in a position. And that permission is really the permission that we're craving from that potty training 2 or 3 year old, that it's okay if we have an accident. And it's okay if you have an accident as an adult also. Shit happens. And it's okay. Okay, now that we're on the toilet, now for real, I'm still wearing my pants. What you can do is use those same yoga principles, and this time we're going to focus especially on the breath. When we inhale and then exhale, we release everything, the breath and any tension in that low back that's clenching at our bowels. We can do a twist, so inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. And there's no forcing, no straining that can cause hemorrhoids or what's the other thing? Fissures, anal fissures. So we don't want to push anything out. We're going to allow it to leave. So this is much more, again, that giving permission to the bowels to release, when most of our life we've been telling the bowels, hold on, we don't want to have an accident and get in trouble. So inhale, exhale, and as we get to the bottom of that exhale, we also release anything that's in the colon. That might not do it, so we might need to do a forward fold. So inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, maybe some barrel rolls. So we inhale, exhale, and this is sort of a full body massage of the abdomen. If you've ever done any massage, you know that you want to go in the direction of the movement of the colon. So this is, I'm going up my right side, over and down my left side, and that's where the poo leaves the colon, is down the left side. So you want to barrel roll in that direction too. You want to feel it on your right side and then on your left side. Sometimes that doesn't work, and sometimes it needs a little wiggle, especially with mine because they're lining up to get out the little tiny hole. So sometimes I do some organic movement, again with the breath. Another tip while we're here on the toilet is a bidet. They don't have to be the expensive one where you need another whole toilet that's actually a bidet like in the movies. This is a handheld bidet. If you spray that before you go, it kind of relaxes the anus and the rectum and the sphincters, and also puts a little bit of water up in there to loosen things up. It's like a gentle mini enema. So you can do this before you go, and also if you have the practice of using a bidet daily, then there's less, what do I want to say, there's just more flowingness in there, instead of toilet paper has a tendency to sometimes compact the issue. So a bidet is a really good choice. Another thing in here, Epsom salts, not to drink, but if you use them in the tub, it's just another aid in relaxing those muscles that are clenching to your sacrum and clenching to your bowels. Did I do a half moon? Oh, half moon. So sometimes it's in here that's holding it, so you might need to stretch. So inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. And then sometimes between trips to the toilet, I'll need to move a little bit to get everything out. So you can do some twists while standing. Maybe just dance around. One of my favorite songs right now for this practice is Janelle Monáe's Yoga. So come on baby, do that yoga. Sometimes I do a forward fold. Bending into the knees, because again our intention here is not to stretch the hamstrings. Our intention is to release the lower back. So by bending into the knees, I release the lower back a little bit more. Maybe a regular forward fold, Uttanasana. Again, bending into the knees. Last step, at least for me, and possibly those of you who have inflammation also, is after I go to the bathroom, it feels a little bit angry. So I will lie down in my bed usually, but whatever position is comfortable for you. Sometimes one knee out like a supine tree. And I'll place some, these are rice bags that have been in the freezer, so some sort of cooling pad in the part that feels inflamed. Maybe with both knees in a Supta Baddha Konasana, maybe one at a time. This inflammation tends to feel, at least it feels to me, like it's also going to my psoas. So I might do a pigeon to help stretch that out right through here. And create a little bit more space in there since the inflammation is causing there to be less space. So, namaste. The pooper in me sees and recognizes the pooper in you. Namaste.